Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Sag, this looks really good. I really like both of them because to me, this is saying that you're letting something go where you have learned everything that you possibly can and you're setting a different course for yourself. So set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan in the right direction, and then you have time to go. Time to go is not like the Eight of Cups, but you are walking away from something. It talks about endings, completion, and knowing that you have experienced and learned everything that you possibly can from your current situation. So it is time to move on from that, but you have to set a course for yourself here where you understand what direction your life is going in. But both of them are really good. But you are taking a new path in your life here just as soon as you let go of something that you've already learned from. So both of them I like. Now, this though talks about how you have to work through whatever fear you have about the new course that you're set on. So the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. The first thing it says is have some sexy time, Sag. And then it says it's time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from jealousy. Stop being obsessive. It asks, could it be you're being paranoid, and then make an investment? But the investment you need to make is in the new path that you're following in your life. But clearly it's time for you to let go of a certain situation and let go of any fears that are holding you back from setting a different course. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, we're talking about fate and destiny stepping in. Definitely. I don't think we're talking about a repeating cycle. It's only if you allow it to be that. But I think that this is, the turning of events here in such a way where you're going to have to really consider letting go of something. And yeah, it's time to go. With the Eight of Cups being the overall, stop emotionally investing into something that you're not getting anything out of. I mean, that's very clear with this card, right? You're not abandoning anything. It's just that if you're done emotionally, then it's time for you to set that new course, right? Now, unfortunately, though, I kind of look at this and think that with the way that you're coming out, there is a belief that things can work out, but I don't know that, this is the situation that you need to be in. But some of you, this could be a work situation, though, too, with the Three of Pentacles, where with the Devil coming out, it's like, I have no choice. Like, I don't have a choice but to continue to do this right now, even though, it's not like moving forward, because you're talking about what's unhealthy with the Devil. But the thing is, as soon as you walk away, then that's done, right? We're not obsessing over anything anymore. Again, going back to the new moon in Scorpio, but you come into this with the Nine of Wands, where you've been put through a lot. Some of you may be feeling really tired by a situation that has been draining you emotionally. And there may be that paranoia about what else you're going to have to deal with. But everything here is indicating that it's time to end a situation. And I think that a lot of you in the present moment are looking at how much you have embossed. Oh my God, if I could talk right. How much of you that you have invested in something. With the Seven of Pentacles, we're reevaluating a situation here. But with the Queen of Cups being in your environment, we're looking at your emotional investment, your attachment here, emotional well-being. And this is, I believe, one of those situations where you have seen everything that can possibly happen here. Now, for a lot of you, like I said, this could be about reevaluating, what you have to show for all the work that you have done. But here you're continuously trying to make something work that isn't making you happy and is not healthy for you with the Devil. So the Hermit being the best path to follow, this is definitely, we need to remove ourselves from this situation. And again, right, it's time to go. But also the deeper soul searching on, is it really that important for you to see this through to an end with the Eight of Cups? If you're at this point right now where you're questioning whether or not, you're emotionally invested anymore. Now, with the World being hopes and fears, yeah, we're talking about needing to take the next steps where we have a successful completion and closure. And being able to close this like chapter in your life instead of continuously doing this. But again, with the devil, I worry about that a little bit, because the Eight of Cups would say that you're not exactly moving on just yet, but it's something that you are going to have to face, and it's not that you're, like I said, abandoning anything here, but if, you're trying to make a situation work that isn't healthy, then yeah, we have to look at how much of ourselves we've been investing into something and what we haven't been getting. Especially if you're coming from this place of the Nine of Wands where you're persisting, but wearing yourself out and then having been put through a lot, maybe now enough is enough, right? And then you have the Ten of Cups. And I think that, again, it is about detaching yourself from something that is unhealthy. You can't keep yourself chained to a situation that is making you unhappy. And I think that, your overall happiness here is what's going to be important. But the longer that, you continue to do this, I think the more unhappy a situation is going to be. So again, with the Wheel of Fortune, we're talking about things going around and around, right? And we don't want to repeat a cycle anymore. And I think that an opportunity has shown up for you to kind of like change the course of events here for you, because everything here is indicating it's time for you to go now, Sag. And with the King of Wands, whether you're male or female, I like this for Sagittarius, because this to me is saying that you're ready to take action now. You need to step into your own power, right? Now, for some of you, yes, it could be about a person that you're dealing with. We could be talking about another fire sign. You got water going on, male, female, But in order for you to set your own course here, you're going to have to reevaluate how much you or another person are actually giving to a situation to make it a happy, long-lasting thing. But with the Eight of Cups, maybe your overall happiness lies somewhere else, because the devil is saying that there is an unhealthy attachment and it's time to kind of be done with that, especially if somebody is not willing to work with you anymore. Looking at the Three of Pentacles, and I get this feeling from Sag that, you're trying, like you really want this to work out, but if it's not moving any further than the Three of Pentacles, then yeah, you have to think about, what's best for you, what's best for your family with the Ten of Cups. And for a lot of you, it could be leaving a job, where it's like, I'm chained to this, I have to keep doing this. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe it is time to kind of separate from that. For some of you, it could be a relationship, right? But I still see, you getting closure on a situation here with the World. This chapter in your life is going to come to an end in a really good way, where, once you detach, there's going to be that overall happiness. I don't really see the devil coming out as a bad thing. But that's really up to you if you continue to keep yourself attached to something that just isn't working. And freedom, yes. Trust that when you move on, there will be a new beginning here, and it's going to be the beginning of freedom for you, especially with the devil being there. But you have to trust yourself and trust that you are taking the right path, right? And again, setting your course, knowing what direction you're headed in. And then you have turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So for some of you, it's needing to express the way that you feel about somebody right now, and needing to reflect back on a time where you actually felt that love. And I think that that's what's going to make it easier for you to express it. And it could be through a gift, right? But there is this need to get away from something that has been like chaining you down. And I think that you're doing that. And I think that what you're going to work on here is your overall happiness. But I also think that you are taking into consideration other people's happiness as well. But you have to look at, where you are being depleted emotionally, right? And again, there needs to be like distance from the situation with the Hermit. And it's not that you need to go into isolation, but we need to understand why, everything has led up to this point, right? But everything here is saying it's time to go. There is a better path ahead of you. But you can't allow fear to be what keeps you chained in something negative that's going to like completely drain you, right? You need to be free of this.